In a land far away, there was a village where stories were not just told but lived. Each person carried within them a unique tale, one that shaped their very soul. The village was nestled between a grand mountain and a shimmering river, both of which had their own legends that whispered in the wind. In the heart of the village stood an ancient tree, known as the Tree of Tales. Its roots were said to reach into the memories of the earth, while its branches stretched out to catch the dreams of the sky. Every evening, villagers gathered around the tree to share their stories. One evening, a young girl named Lyra approached the tree with a simple question: "What is the greatest story ever told?" The village elder, who had lived longer than anyone could remember, smiled and said, "The greatest story is not one, but many. It is a tapestry woven from the stories of those who have lived, loved, and dreamed." Curious, Lyra sat beneath the tree and began to listen as the elder told the first of many tales. It was about a brave warrior who had once saved the village from a terrible storm and how his courage inspired generations to come. As the elder spoke, the wind seemed to carry the story through the leaves of the tree, making it feel alive. Then came the tale of a forgotten queen who had built the village from the ground up with her wisdom. Her story reminded the people of the importance of unity and hope, even in the darkest times. Lyra listened to stories of magic, love, loss, and adventure. Each story had a piece of truth, a lesson, or a spark of wonder. But what amazed her most was that every story, though different, seemed connected, like pieces of a puzzle forming a bigger picture. As the night grew deeper, the elder turned to Lyra and said, "You see, the greatest story is not just in the telling. It is in the listening, the sharing, and the living. Every person you meet, every path you cross, adds a new chapter to the story of stories." Lyra smiled, understanding now that the greatest story was all around her. It was the laughter of children, the wisdom of the elders, and the dreams of those yet to come. From that day on, Lyra told her own stories, adding to the endless tapestry, knowing that each one, no matter how small, held a piece of the greatest story ever told, the story of stories. And so, the village thrived, its heart beating to the rhythm of countless tales, each one a thread in the never-ending story of life.